Imagine a ship, a beautiful one, weathered by time but beloved. Now, piece by piece, the wood rots. One plank at a time, it's replaced. New mast, new hull, new sails, until not a single original part remains. Is it still the same ship? Now ask again, but this time. Make the ship you, your memories rewire. Your body decays, regenerates, forgets, scars over. The you from 10 years ago. Same bones, same fears, same dreams? Or are you just the story holding the pieces together? What about trauma? It doesn't just chip the wood, it replaces it, alters how you float, changes your direction. You become the ship that survived the storm. But did the storm make you, or break you into someone new? And then there's aging, not a decay, but a renovation. Wisdom installs new sails. Regret swaps out the compass. You steer differently. You speak in echoes of past captains, former selves, but they're ghosts. You're still at the helm, aren't you? Here's the twist. What if every old part of you was stored in a warehouse and reassembled? There'd be two ships, both claiming to be you, one rebuilt over time, one built all at once. So, which one is really you? The one that remembers the storms, or the one that's made of the same bones? Maybe identity isn't in the pieces. Maybe it's in the pattern, the rhythm of your thoughts, the signature of your soul, the way you react to pain, to joy, to silence. Maybe you is not a thing. Maybe you is a continuity, a river wearing the same name, even when the water's changed. So tell me, if you've replaced everything, what part of you was irreplaceable? They told the prisoner, "You will be hanged next week. It will be a surprise. You won't know the day until the noose is on your neck." Simple enough. But the prisoner was clever. Too clever. He started to think. And that's where the execution really began. He reasoned, if I haven't been hanged by Thursday night, then it must happen Friday. But then I'll expect it, and that breaks the rules. So Friday's out. But then, if it can't be Friday, and I'm still alive by Wednesday night, Thursday would be the last option. But now I'd expect Thursday. So Thursday's out too. He keeps unwinding the logic. One by one, the days collapse under the weight of anticipation. By Monday morning, he's fully convinced they can't hang him at all. There's no day left that can surprise him. So when the guards come for him on Wednesday, he's stunned. The logic didn't save him. It lulled him. He was certain the paradox protected him. But all it did was make the rope feel unexpected. You see it now, don't you? The trap wasn't in the timing. It was in the thinking, the need to control the unknown, to logic your way out of fate. But fate doesn't care how many steps ahead you plan. Sometimes the knowing is the prison, and trying to beat the surprise is how you guarantee it. You'll be hanged next week, but the day will be a surprise. Go ahead, think your way out of it. We'll wait. 2 envelopes. That's it. You pick one. Inside, money, cold folded certainty. But then you're told one envelope has twice as much as the other. No tricks, no lies, just math. Now you pause. You think, if I open mine and it has, say, $100, then the other might have $200. Tempting. But wait, if you had $200, the other might have only $100. Or maybe yours is the lower one, or the higher one, or maybe you just don't know. So here comes the math. You run the expected value. You average out the odds. It looks like the other envelope is always worth more, every time, no matter which one you picked. So you switch. And then you do the math again. Same result. So you switch back, and again, and again, and again. Welcome to the two envelopes paradox, where logic becomes a revolving door, and you're stuck inside with both envelopes and no peace. Because this paradox isn't about money. It's about the feeling that whatever you picked was probably wrong. It's about infinite doubt disguised as rational thinking. It's the mind chasing an edge that logic suggests, but never confirms. And it's not just envelopes, is it? It's every choice. Every door you walked through wondering what was behind the other. Every person you loved while questioning who you didn't. Every time you said yes and heard the echo of a no. The paradox is expectation versus outcome, hope versus regret, greed versus fear. And the math? It's flawless. It just forgot to factor in you. You'll never know what was in the other envelope. But the real cost was how long you held both before opening either. A river, a ripple, a child gone in an instant. The crocodile surfaces, calm, composed, and fluent in bargains. Guess, he says, jaws slightly ajar. Guess if I'll return your child. Guess correctly, and I do. You pause. You calculate. But this is no riddle. It's war disguised as logic. Say he won't, and if he doesn't, you guessed right. So, he must return your child. But then your guess is wrong, so he shouldn't. He's trapped, too. Your answer has no resolution, only recursion. You've weaponized his deal, but he's weaponized your hope. This isn't about right or wrong. It's a hostage situation where the ransom is logic itself. The crocodile paradox is more than a puzzle. It's a mirror of every system that hides cruelty behind rules, of every manipulator that promises fairness, then traps you in your own reasoning, of every scenario where being clever means losing what you love. Because when truth is held at knife point, even the right answer bleeds. A courtroom with no verdict, a deal with no exit, one student, one teacher, one clause. You'll pay me after your first win. Simple, until the teacher sues. Now winning means losing. Losing means winning. And logic sits cross-examined on the stand. If the teacher wins, the student must pay. But that was his first case. If the student wins, he owes nothing. But now he's won. A legal Ouroboros, where each verdict devours itself. What started as a contract becomes a curse. The courtroom becomes a closed loop, where truth isn't sought, it's stuck. Is justice blind or just spinning?